What's up, guys? NBA Talk back with another video. And yeah, man. So I'll be talking about round two in the West in the Western Conference, and it's Warrior against Pelicans, right? Yeah, surprisingly, I thought the Portland Trail Blazers are gonna go against Warrior, like later, like probably next month or in May or something like that. But then, surprisingly, Portland team is like disappoint me. Pelicans swept Portland 4-0, and I'll make another separate video about like round one in NBA playoff overall round one. Once Cavalier and the Pacer games are over, so lots of game seven, and yeah, this is not what the video is about, but anyway, it's about Pelicans versus the Warrior. Yes, I didn't expect Pelicans to be very good, and I thought this is gonna be a close game, or Pelican even beat the Warrior too. I mean, they're pretty much a threat to the Warrior, but this game, man, Warriors are just on fire, man. Final score 101 to 123. I know that Pelicans are giving Warrior a lot of problems, but this game, man, Warrior just massacred the New Orleans Pelicans. The reason why I want to make this video today is because I watched the entire game too, including the fourth quarter. I mean, probably most of you don't even want to watch the fourth quarter because they were down by like 30 something already. Yeah, so anyway, man, let's get into the game and let's talk about why the Pelicans didn't do well and why the Warrior were dominating this game. So yeah, so the current lead for Golden State is 1-0. So Golden State takes the W. And yeah, man. Anyway, I'm not lying, man. I did watch the whole game. Not lying. So yeah, so it's basically let's see who's the main player for the Pelicans. Let me mention first. So the main player for the Pelican is Drew Holiday, Rajon Rondo, Anthony Davis, Mikola Mikortic, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But they have like three or four key players that play well for the New Orleans Pelicans, and Steph Curry is still out. That's a scary thing, man. Warrior destroy the Pelican this much today without Steph Curry? I mean, yeah, I mean Steph Curry does sometimes like negatively impact the game because of turnover. That's what my dad was saying. Anyway, man, this is without Steph Curry, without their full healthy player, and they beat the Pelicans. I thought Pelicans would win, but anyway. So we have Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, Kevin Durant, I don't know, this Looney guy, and Quinn Cook, and Sean Livingston, and Klay Thompson. So yeah, so let's get into the game before we get into the status. Anyway, so yeah, so let me talk about the game so far. Sorry, I have to look at the score because I don't know who scored the most in the NBA. So anyway, so in the first quarter, it was a pretty close game, right? So both Pelicans and Golden State Warrior, they drop about like 30 points in one quarter. So Pelican dropped 34 and Warrior dropped 35. So it was a very close game in the first quarter. Yeah, so it was like Anthony Davis and Drew Holiday. I mean, Pelicans was shooting like 60% in the first quarter, while on the other hand, the Warriors are shooting about average 46%. I mean, Warrior was like kind of struggling in offense, but Pelican did have like a few point lead in the first quarter. I mean, Anthony Davis takes shot, and Drew Holiday shoot well, and Rajon Rondo shoot well. Everybody shoot well in the first quarter. It was just like a tough battling, like battle to battle and battle to battle. And then here second quarter, man. So when it comes to second quarter, when I watched the game, yeah, and the Warrior just like, oh man, they like demolished the Pelicans the second quarter. This is where it kills the most, man. I mean, this is why the Warriors built a huge lead. I mean, Pelican was like tied at one time in the second quarter, but then Warrior just like they built up the lead to like 28 point at one time, and then the Pelican like kind of like shortened up to like 21 at the half, right? Yeah, so Pelicans, man, they have defense issue, man. This is the biggest reason why they lost today. Too many Warrior just go inside paint. The Warrior played tough defense, and yeah, Pelican could not do a thing, man. Like I see that Kevin Durant and his other big player like keep blocking Anthony Davis. Second quarter, Davis couldn't do a thing. Drew Holiday got shut down. I'm like, majority of these Pelicans are like shut down in like the second quarter. Mircek guy got shut down. Nikola Mirotic gets shut down. Roger Rondo gets shut down. Yeah. And Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant, they keep shooting and shooting and shooting. Man, they just like keep shooting all the time, man. Klay Thompson, surprisingly, he shoots like several threes in the second quarter. So how many threes he shot? So he was like 4 from 9 from the field today, and yeah. I think Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant was the one that shot a lot in the second quarter. Like, this is why the lead was extending so huge in the second quarter. This is why I'm criticizing the second quarter in the NBA. Mainly because Pelicans are struggling their offense, and Warrior, they're just like on fire. They keep shooting like a bunch of threes, and they keep going inside the paint and all that stuff. Oh man, they dropped 41 points on the Pelican, while Pelican dropped 21 points on the Warrior. So Warrior gained a 20-point advantage too. So they scored like 76 points at the half, and the New Orleans Pelicans shot 55 points at the half. Well, I thought the Pelicans are gonna shoot maybe like only 15 or 16 points at most, but Pelicans got lucky at the end. I mean, I think that's another reason why the Warriors score a lot, not because of the, aside from Pelicans like weak defense problem. They also caused a lot of turnover too. They caused like Anthony Davis. I don't know who caused a lot of turnover. Let me look at statistic real quick just to get a hint. So yeah, so the Davis guy, I think Anthony Davis only caused 1 turnover overall this game, but yeah, the Pelicans, they just make several big mistakes, and the coach was not probably happy about that. So yeah, Pelicans make several big mistake, which I saw. They made like bad turnover, out of bounds, bad pass, and a steal from the Warrior. Warrior did a lot of stealing too. So this is why, man. This is why the Pelicans, they just mess up their second quarter. But at the end, I see that Sean Livingston, like he just make, I don't know, Livingston or other player like make mistake, and then Darius Miller shot a full court 3 points. Like everybody was shocked. I'm like, I thought at the half it's gonna be like 52-76, but then, okay. So here's the interesting thing: if you watch the Warriors game, you want to guess how far Darius Miller shot, right? I think Darius Miller shot like a full court, but he didn't really. But he shot 72 feet. I'm so lucky today, man. I see this guy shot like far crazy, man, and it hit at the buzzer like 3-point, man. Yeah, so I see this guy shoot full court. His name is Darius Miller. Yeah, so he shot like a full court, but I don't think that will help the Pelican. I mean, Pelican gained like a 3-point advantage, but no, man. They're behind like 20 or 30, so I don't think it will make a difference. Anyway, man, let's get into the third quarter. So here's the thing, man. Third quarter, both teams was very cold. They didn't score that very high. Yeah, so at one point, Warrior was like was like in the drought of not shooting like field goal for at least 3 to 4 minutes in that third quarter. I know that third quarter is usually the Warriors' hot quarter, right? Now it's like kind of switchy, but Warriors are the best quarters today is the second quarter, not third quarter, man. Yeah, I know that Warriors did struggle a little bit in the third quarter, man, because they shot 50 point like in 5 minutes, and then like 4 or 5 minutes later they have not scored field goal percentage, and at the end of the third quarter, Warriors end up scoring like 100 point. Like I said, man, Pelicans are just struggling their defense. The Pelicans only dropped 19 points, so yeah, both team was very cold in the third quarter. Both team, like like Anthony Davis, Drew Holiday, and that's another thing, man. Want to explain to you before I end this video. Like Pelicans, I see that when they make the lineup against the Warrior, the Pelicans make several big mistakes already, man. I mean, this is why the Warrior score a lot on them, because you put Drew Holiday or other small guys against Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant is 7 feet tall, man. You cannot guard this dude. You need a really big guard and a really big defender to defend Kevin Durant. I mean, Kevin Durant, he just shoots a lot, man. That's a Pelican mistake. Drew Holiday is too small, man. He cannot guard Kevin Durant. I wonder how tall Drew Holiday is. Yeah, Drew Holiday 6'4" against a 7-foot, I don't know, nearly a 7-foot guy. I'm like that's too big, man. Yeah, you need Anthony Davis or Nikola Mirotic. That guy. I mean, Anthony Davis and Nikola is about 6'10", right? Close to Kevin Durant's size, so they have a better chance of guarding Kevin Durant, right? Yeah, this is why Kevin Durant was so aggressive, and I see that one time the Pelicans didn't even defend Draymond Green. They had like wide open paint, and Draymond Green just like running dunks and stuff. Yeah, the Pelicans just have like too many wide open space, man, which is why Warrior like penetrate them and attacking them all the time. And then fourth quarter, it doesn't matter much. But anyway, man, the Pelicans outscored the Warrior 27-20. Really doesn't matter. Warrior led as many as 31, but Pelicans just eat up the lead, and they lose by 22. So nothing much to say. Yeah, it was just like too many mistakes today, man. And Warrior make several silly mistakes as well. But Pelicans, they're not shooting well. They're not handling the ball well. Teams don't shoot well. Well, anyway, let me go over with the Pelicans real quick, because I think the video is a little too long, so I have to talk a little faster. So yeah, Anthony Davis, he scored 21 points, 45% from the field goal. This is not his good night, man. But however, only 1 turnover and 2 personal foul. Drew Holiday, I think that's why he gets a lot of fouls today, because Pelicans make a mistake, man. He keep like guarding Kevin Durant, he like fouling Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant's too big, and this is why Drew Holiday ended up getting like 5 personal foul. Drew Holiday, he's too cold today. 14 from the field, 20% field goal, and he didn't shoot well. Only 11 points tonight. Pelicans are just totally shut down, and Jordan Crawford even shoot better than Drew Holiday, mainly because they didn't defend tight on the Crawford guy. He shot like 14% from the field goal, 85% field goal percentage. Yep. And you got Ian Clark that used to play for the Warrior. I mean, he only shoots 7 points. And Darius Miller, I mean, the guy that shoots a full court, he shot 9 points today. And yeah, and this Maurice guy from the Pelicans, sorry if I mispronounced the name. I've been having pronunciation problem lately, but I do apology for it, but 15 points today. 63% field goal. So only Anthony Davis played well today. I mean, the rest of the Pelicans are just like, they have like no name, man. Like they couldn't contribute, man, because Warrior just like played too rough on them, man. I mean, Warrior played really hard at Pelican couldn't do a thing. I mean, usually I think at the end, I know why the Pelicans, Anthony Davis seemed to shoot well, but then because the first quarter they were hot, right? But then second quarter and thereon, they just dropping down. Like they dig themselves in a tunnel and keep dropping and dropping and dropping. And at this point, they're not gonna come back. Anyway, move on to Golden State Warrior. Nick Young, he didn't shoot that much. Only played for 20 minutes, 6 points, and Kevin Durant, 26 points, 47% from the field goal. Shot 3 of 6 from the 3-point. Klay Thompson, he shot the most tonight, so 27 points, 45%. And Draymond Green, 16 points, and shot at least 1 3. And Andre Iguodala, 12 points, and Sean Livingston, 10 points, and Quinn Cook, 11 points. Yeah, so Warrior, they have like two of their best players, Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson. Pelicans did not bother to like shut any of these guys down. I mean, pretty much the whole Warrior team played well. But it's just mainly that Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant take a lot of shots, right? Anyway, man, Pelicans, you're just gonna have to revive yourself in game 2, or at least, yeah, because if you don't revive yourself in game 2, then pretty much you're gonna have to win your game at home in game 3, game 4. So, peace out. I say Warrior will finish. Pelicans, I'm not sure what the series is gonna be, but Pelicans, you have defense issue, man. You need to fix it right now. Peace out.